Admiral, Yonko, Zoro, Sanji. Long ago, all agendas lived in peace and harmony. Well, that was until them Zoro niggas attacked. Yeah, they fucked the whole show. But only Oda, the writer of this story, master of the 4 elements that make up power scaling, could really save the fandom from stupidity. But when we needed him most, he vanished. Yeah, are you guys liking a new agenda intro? Anyway, class, today I'm going to be teaching you about the Sanji agenda. But before I get into the video, I'd love if you guys liked and subscribed, as it's just a way of showing support and it'll make me want to upload more videos. I mean, look, more agenda videos, there's more of you guys laughing and looking at these dumbass tweets. No, all the tweets in this video are more educational and like more smart, but yeah. The other videos are going to be more dumb. But yeah, let's get into the video. So to begin, I'm just going to put this out there now. The Sanji agenda is probably the weakest out of the lot because we have 2 different sides of it. So on one side, we have the right wing or extremists where they like to say Sanji is stronger than Zoro, Law, Yamato, all these people, and possibly even touching admirals. To name people on this side of the coin, I want to put Cole, Blue Leg, Thanos, and even myself, because I'm not gonna lie, kind of leading to Sanji being above Zoro right now. On the other side of the coin, you have the more tame people who like to say, oh no, Sanji's like he's near Zoro's level, no, Sanji's strong, but obviously he has things to do. And now they're called the sensible group, and I want to tell you what I kind of have a gripe with these niggas. Personally, I don't have a personal gripe with these niggas, but I'm trying to say is, why are you trying to be sensible in a gender beast? Nigga, you have people saying Zoro will take Luffy to a high diff and extreme diff, and you go... Nigga, nobody's here to sound smart. We're here to push agendas. And if your agenda prevails, it prevails. Anyway, I'm going too off track. Let me come back on track. Before I dig deeper into this, I'm not going to include people that are Monster Trio fans. I don't know when this came out, but I mean, sure. If you are a Monster Trio pusher, then I really don't care for your existence right now. I'm focused on the niggas that are solely on Sanji. Don't worry with whatever you got going on there. You guys can just watch this video and not feel no type of way. And I've gone over the 2 sides of the coin. I'm now going to go into the history of the Sanji agenda and explain to you guys why people feel a type of way and why they probably aren't pushing him as hard as they used to, or why they're just more skeptical in general to push him. Now, me personally, I caught up to the series at chapter 1000, so I don't know what happened prior to this. So I'm not going to assume and comment, but I will say that it was probably looking good in Whole Cake Island. Dressrosa was probably, it's probably mid in Dressrosa since he did kind of get hyped towards by Doflamingo. But that's the most I can comment on it right now, as I wasn't around and can't really give my opinion on something I wasn't there for. But I can give you an opinion on everything post chapter 1000, and you heard that right. Chapter 1000, and you know what happens a few chapters after that. Now, if you could imagine, I'm very fresh to the agenda shit, so it's like I'm new. I don't understand any of this shit. Prior to this, I've been in the Naruto community where I was pushing the pain agenda and the Itachi agenda. So I mean, I'm used to agenda pushing, but not to the agenda pushing that these One Piece niggas were on. Obviously, we're 45 chapters deep into Roof Piece, and we're all thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna get another chapter of Roof Piece or whatever. Like, it's gonna be full Roof Piece. Nah. Remember when there was just like, oh, Sanji's stuck up somewhere? I was like, oh, okay, like he can't hit women. Like, obviously people were like, oh, Sanji can't hit women, like whatever. Now the next chapter is really when the Sanji slander kicked in Wano. But it was during Roof Piece, which is even worse because people were starting to see Zoro, Luffy, Kid, Law, Killer do these crazy things, and then you have Sanji out there crying for Robin. And that is what finished a lot of people. I've seen many people just drop the Sanji agenda over that. And what made it 10 times worse is the fact that after that, Zoro then blocks a double Yonko attack and then scars Kaido. Like, that was probably the worst, like, 2 to 3 months that we had to go through. So I'm like, these new Sanji fans, they're complaining over this little shit. They don't know what we had to go through. That's why you see a lot of us that have been there since that, especially that event right there, we pushed Sanji hard because it's like, we know what we had to endure. We had to endure that for months. We had to endure that until 1026, or is it 1026 or is it 1028? We had to endure all that nonsense until 1028. That's when it flipped, and that's why I love Agenda Piece so much, because just like that, we can flip it on its head, and now people are saying, oh, we don't know, Sanji can even be cut by Zoro now. Sanji's way over Zoro. And then with all the speed feats after that, the Zoro agenda was looking very, very bad until obviously he unlocked his Conquerors and got Conquerors coating. Like that stretch, I remember I was doing laps on niggas back then. Like, people were gassing up Sanji's speed to high hell. Like, we were saying Zoro can't even see Sanji, you can just blitz him right there and there. Bro, that time period, this is why I love Agenda Piece so much, because in that time period, we was literally just like it was like the Sanji agenda was just on top of the world. I don't know what was going on Twitter, so I can't really comment on Twitter, but I can comment on what I was saying on TikTok and what other people were saying on TikTok. And back then, Sanji was looking stronger than Zoro. Many people did have Sanji stronger than Zoro for a short period of time. Also, I know a lot of Zoro fans are going to be like, nah, we never had that. But obviously, they're going to say that because they're going to say that. And when Zoro gets his Conqueror's coating, that's when obviously things did switch. Now that we're on Egghead, yeah, it's different now. In Egghead, Sanji's had a lot more screen time and he's done a lot more things than Zoro. And Zoro's only really done things to Lucci. That's about it. Sanji's been going around the island doing things to many different people. And this is where the Sanji agenda is starting to build up. I said this on a Twitter voice now, but I'm going to say it here. Now, if you're a Sanji fan, put it like this. When people start to say, oh, but Sanji doesn't have top tier patrol, use this. Sanji on Egghead has only fought the strongest. Say for instance, the Seraphim. Vegapunk made a statement about the Seraphim being the strongest, and Sanji has fought the Seraphim, and he literally bullied one. Then you have Saturn, Nojiro from this latest chapter, and Kizaru. And a lot of people like to talk about portrayal. In a way, Sanji has been portrayed to be probably one of the stronger people on the island because who he's been boxing with. He's been boxing with the Gorosei and Admiral and the Seraphim. Those are the strongest people on the island, and he's boxed with all three. Now for Kizaru, it didn't end as well as we wanted it to, but obviously he got snubbed. And with Saturn, I don't think he was expecting that attack from Saturn, so obviously he got put down for a little bit. He's up, and Saturn, he even stared Saturn down straight after that with his eyebrows flipped, and he was fine. You know about the eyebrows being flipped, right? Yeah, Sanji hasn't really had his eyebrows flipped too much in this arc. It flipped against the Seraphim and Kizaru's laser, but after that, his eyebrows just switched back. That's where it leads me into this chapter. He was able to blitz Nojiro with his eyebrows not being flipped and only using a regular Diable Jambe flame. I think you guys need to understand how impressive that is. Of the other side, Zoro fans are trying to say that he didn't blitz, it was a sneak, but he literally yells out to Frankie. Unless you want to say Nojiro is deaf, then yeah. Yells out with Vegapunk in his arms, right? Bounces off of the sword, stops the sword mid-swing, and then kicks him in the face, making him bleed. Also setting his face on fire, by the way. I just love how Oda just throws in that little extra thing Sanji can do with his flames. I don't think we've seen that before, where Sanji's able to kick someone and the flames just remain on them. I don't think we've seen that. I know we've seen Grode shot where obviously it cooks them, but we haven't seen the flames just stay on someone's body after it being applied. Obviously, I know there's a few people saying don't skip over the next panel. I'm not going to skip over the next panel. Yes, he does get bit, but what we do need to make sure to understand is that Nojiro did not completely blitz him. What happened is he created a new head, probably shocking Sanji, and then bit him. I'm not going to act like I didn't hear the crack sound, but what does breaking bones mean to Sanji? This is literally a setup for Sanji. That is the worst thing Nojiro could do. Now it literally forces Sanji to flip his eyebrows and really lock in. I know Luffy and the Giants are on their way, and I do know that Sanji's still trying to make his way back to the ship, but obviously this is going to be hard. But hey, look, this isn't a chapter review video. I'm not here to discuss all that. You can go to that Brago or some shit for that. Or to my Twitter, I may make a little mini thread of it, of what could possibly happen. But anyway, enough of that. Back to the agenda video. But without his eyebrows flipped and regular Diable Jambe, Sanji's been able to do that. Sanji getting his bones broken, that's like broaching a slice of Saturn's leg. It doesn't do anything in the long run. He's just going to heal it. Now, Sanji fighting Nojiro is probably our best outcome that we could have gotten this whole entire arc. Mainly because the other side, also known as the Zoro fans, have been trying to push Nojiro, saying he's one of the best. Look, I have several screenshots of these niggas being shameless. And now, obviously, because Sanji's done that, it's now become, oh, the Gorosei aren't strong. Oh, the Gorosei this, the Gorosei that. The Gorosei ain't all that. But then we have Wakari tanking Red Rock. And we had them saying that Nojiro was the fastest in the verse and shit like that. I mean, listen, it's a gender piece. I get it. This is why I love it. And this is why I don't like people who try to bring sense and logic into it. We're a gender piece. Don't bring sense and logic into it. Don't try to be like, oh, but no, Sanji's just a little bit. No, shut up. Push Sanji. Say Sanji's stronger than this, and this. Because right now, all is giving us the feats to say, yeah, no, Sanji, he could probably box Zoro right now and beat him. There's this thing in the community where people are like, oh, no, Sanji can never be stronger than Zoro. Man, shut the fuck up, please. You're not going to act like pre-time skip didn't exist? Man, shut the, please. Now, I'm not even going to talk on pre-time skip because that's a video in itself. I'm just talking about post-time skip. I'm talking about recent agenda piece. Also, Sanji's also gassed because of what Oda said about him, saying, oh, keep an eye on him. And we've been keeping an eye on him. I'm not going to lie. He has been doing some very impressive shit. Anyway, now that I've ranted and everything, I'm going to bring it full circle and try to give you the basis of the Sanji agenda, what we tried to push, the two sides, and why I believe that one side will always be funnier than the other. The basis of the Sanji agenda as a whole is Sanji is close to Zoro in power. Now, I believe the better version of it is Sanji is equal or stronger than Zoro. The reason I think the more extreme side is better is because you can just be funny with it. When you're trying to bring logic into the shit, you just sound like a nerd and you sound annoying. When you just say, oh yeah, no, Sanji beat Zoro because of this. And instead, like, you can then argue with people and you can make some funny ass jokes out of it. But when you're on that more extreme side, you're able to make crazy comments on the timeline. And then when it gets proven right, they're like, yeah, hold that. When you're out there trying to play it safe, it doesn't hit as hard when it does happen, in my opinion. It's like, oh yeah, I was playing it safe and yeah, it came through. Nah, man. Now, when I said the Sanji agenda is one of the weakest, I mean, look, one chapter had basically everybody stressed. I'm gonna use this nigga as an example. This nigga was straight stressed. While I was there on the timeline telling everybody to chill the fuck out, we're gonna be fine. That's the thing with agenda piece. You have to go out on your shield. If you rock an agenda, do not give up halfway through. Rock it until the end, even if it's proven dead. And that's why I love kid fans as well. And you guys are solid. Push it to the end. Just so Kizaru gets slapped up, we still see the Admiral niggas on the timeline talking they shit. If you're a Sanji fan, it doesn't matter what Zoro fans will say. They will say some dumbass shit as well. Like, you just gotta push it back at them. Everybody that knows me knows I'm one of the heaviest Sanji niggas out there. So it's kind of like, when you hear me talk bad on the fandom surrounding him, you gotta understand it's just from a place of me just seeing it and knowing that these niggas... Listen, I've been trying to hold it in. Half of these niggas are just bitches. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I can speak for myself. I know that I'm blocked by more Sanji fans than I am by Zoro fans, and that just shows something. That's why I say we're one of the weakest. As I said in the Admiral video, if you ask an Admiral fan who they believe is top one, they most likely gonna have the exact same top one. Even if you ask a Zoro fan, they're more likely gonna agree with each other than a Sanji fan's gonna agree with another Sanji fan, because we're so split. But I do have faith in the agenda, as I've seen many new faces in the Sanji agenda, like in a little circle, and they are really, really pushing it, and they haven't given up. So I like to continue seeing what they do. Anyway, that'll bring me to the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did enjoy making it. I really did enjoy making this video. Yeah, I'll try to get some more agenda content, since, I mean, you guys seem to like it a lot. I don't think you'll get that many views, but then again, it's a thing about the community, and obviously the community doesn't know what stuff about the community, so I'll continue to put these videos out. So to everybody's like tweets that I put on this video, shout out to them, because obviously this video wouldn't be good if they didn't post those tweets. I'll see you guys next time. I really don't know what video is next, but I'll see you guys next time.
Get that dick out your ass. That dick is hard in your ass. Up in that shit. Dick in that shit. Dick in that ass. Dick in that ass. Riding that shit hard as fuck. Riding that shit back to back, side to side. Riding that dick. He's riding it. God damn, get that dick out your throat.